My friends, welcome to Real Truth. I saw this on Facebook, and I absolutely had to bring it to you. It says, "Attention illegal aliens. If you've recently arrived in this country, you need a place to stay. Find a house with a car in the driveway that has an Obama bumper sticker. They want you here and they think you should be taken care of. They claim to be generous, so they will likely let you live with them and will feed and clothe you. Feel free to walk right in." My name is Howard Riell, and this is Real Truth. You're listening to the American Freedom Network, streaming live around the world at AmericanNewsNet.com, and on Facebook, and on YouTube, and on Tumblr, and in the book Real Truth, Stay Angry. And of course, as always, broadcasting out across the Colorado Front Range on KHNC, Johnstown, Colorado. 1360 AM, The Line, and the call-in number is 877-254-7524. My friends, welcome back. Lots to talk about, but before we do, a personal note. Dr. Wayne W. Dyer passed away this weekend. It was shocking news when I saw it this morning on USA Today. Here's why I'm mentioning it. It was a personal blow to me. Dr. Dyer had changed my life, literally, with his first bestseller, Your Erroneous Zones, way back when I was in college in 1976. I'd always been painfully shy. And when I found the book in the college bookstore, I was wandering around between classes. I looked at it, I inspected it, I bought it, I read it. It resonated with me. Since that time, I read it many, many times. I began working on eliminating the debilitating parts of my character, and I got to tell you, it worked. So if you're in a bookstore and you see a copy of Your Erroneous Zones by Dr. Wayne W. Dyer, I recommend picking it up. As the years went by, and my outlook grew more and more spiritual. Coincidentally, so did Dr. Dyer's. He frequently wrote about mysticism and especially about coincidences and what they implied, which obviously touched me very personally. So to Dr. Wayne W. Dyer, I'd like to say thank you very much for all the great ways that you impacted my life. May God bless you and your family always. Let's go on. Item from the Daily Mail. The State Department said on Monday afternoon that when it releases the latest tranche of Hillary Clinton's emails tonight, somewhere around 150 of them will have been upgraded to classified status. Unquote. My friends, the hits just keep on coming, and the treason just keeps on getting deeper and deeper and deeper, and I have two questions. First of all, how deep will this go, this betrayal of America? Second of all, why is Hillary Clinton not already in a jail cell? Well, I don't know the answer to the first one, but the second one I know, because Hillary Clinton is politically connected, and there are at least two tiers of justice in America. There's justice for all of us, and then there's justice for Hillary Clinton and her elite co-conspirators. And so will we ever really honestly see her in a jail cell? Tragically, we will not. And maybe that typifies better than anything else precisely what's wrong with America. Item from BuzzPo.com. The African nation of Angola has become the first country in the world to entirely ban Islam. Angolan Minister of Culture Rosa Cruz da Silva stated that Islam is, quote, contradictory to the customs of Angola culture, unquote, and so it cannot exist in the Christian nation. She told reporters, quote, the process of legalization of Islam has not been approved by the Ministry of Justice and Human Rights. Their mosques would be closed until further notice. All of the more than 80 mosques in Angola are set to be destroyed, unquote. My friends, I cannot vouch for the veracity of this news item. Sometimes when something is too good to be true, it really is too good to be true. But I've reported on Angola before, as I have on a number of other small nations, who realize that Muslims are a cancer in their body politic, will never assimilate, will always try and bring down the prevailing government so they can replace it with a Sharia jihadi government. And so these tiny nations have begun to take action to prevent Islam from doing just that. And I want to know why the great nations in the West are not doing the same. Item from JewsNews.co. 3 killed, 1 injured as hundreds of armed police swoop on building where suspects from Xinjiang were hiding a month after a terror case. Police in Shenyang, Liaoning province have shot dead 3 suspected terrorists and arrested a 4th. The 3 men from Xinjiang were waving long knives and chanting jihadist slogans when police opened fire at a rental home in the downtown area on Monday, the police bureau said. Unquote. My friends, when faced with jihadis, you can take 2 different paths. 1, you can feel their pain and try and be extra nice to them. Or 2, you can shoot them down like dogs. China has no moral ambivalence about it, and they're smart. Item from the Sun: the MI6 spy found dead in a holding cell had illegally hacked into secret data on Bill Clinton, the Sun on Sunday can reveal. Gareth Williams, 31, dug out the guest list for an event that the former American president was going to use as a favor for a pal. The codebreaker, who had breached the security clearance, handed the list to a friend who was also to be a guest. MI6 bosses raged over the data breach amid growing tensions with the U.S. security services over Mr. Williams' transatlantic work. Today, just over 5 years since his body was found inside a padlocked bed, his death remains one of Britain's most mysterious unsolved cases. Item from the Associated Press: Dateline Houston. A suburban Houston police officer who was ambushed at a gas station was shot 15 times, Harris County District Attorney Devin Anderson said in court on Monday. Shannon J. Miles appeared briefly in state district court in handcuffs and shackles and said very little other than to answer the judge's questions. He's being held without bond and has appointed 2 attorneys, unquote. My friend, this whole thing about Black Lives Matter and open season on police is just another instance of society coming apart at the seams. If you go out of your way to say Black Lives Matter, then by implication you're saying other lives don't matter, and we know that that's nonsense. All human life matters, regardless of race, ethnicity. When are we going to learn that lesson? We're almost 2.5 centuries old here in America, and we still ain't learned that lesson. We got a break coming up. We're going to take it. We're going to come back. We're going to have more Real Truth. My friends, stay on the line. Hey, Cody, I can't hear you. I'm usually talking to my phone over here. I can't hear. I have no idea what I'm going on. I'll tell you what, let's do this. Right now, when I come back on, when I'm back on the air, ping me several times, and then I'll start talking. Then when I'm about to go off, ping me again. How's that? All right? Nice and loud. All right, thanks. All right, hold on. Having a little trouble, technical difficulties at the radio station. This too will pass. Don't worry about it. Let's see. What am I doing here? Okay.
Full of grace and truth. John bore witness of him and cried out, saying, "This was he of whom I said, he who comes after me is preferred before." Could you hear now?
Yes, I can hear it now. It's good.
15. No state shall enter into any treaty, alliance, or confederation, grant letters of marque or reprisal, coin money, emit bills of credit, make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts, pass any bill of attainder, ex prospecto law, or law impairing the obligation of contracts, or grant any title of nobility. Article 1, Section 10. Can you hear it, Howard?
Yes, I hear it now. I got it. All right, guys, welcome back to Real Truth. Howard Riell. Technical difficulties are behind us. I'm going to give you 2 names. I'm going to play this video. It's all you need to know. Mark Levin and Donald Trump.
Donald Trump, how are you, sir? knocked out Iraq. We ruined the balance. And I'm quoted in 03 and 04 is don't do it, don't do it. Okay. And yet, I am the most militaristic person. I would have the strongest military. Nobody would mess with us. You know, right now we have a military that you know, it needs help. Okay, to put it nicely, it really needs help. And I wanted to do something like let them keep fighting, just don't ruin the balance. And I said, Iran will take over Iraq, and Iran, which is going to now take over the oil. And you know who's taking a lot of the oil out of there is China. After we spent $2 trillion and thousands of lives, and wounded warriors who are incredible people, wounded warriors all over the place. You go in and you see Iraq, you know who's taking out a lot of the oil is China. I mean, what do you make of China's economy? Looks like it's better than Iraq. Well, what they're doing is, you know, it's a very managed economy, and what they did yesterday was incredible when they cut their currency, the currency manipulation. They're the greatest in history. And what that is that sucking down, it's taking the money right away from us. You know, when they cut their currency, it's the biggest cut they've had in 2 decades. And they should not be allowed. That's like cheating, okay? That's cheating. And when they do that, they take our money right out of our pockets in terms of this country. And you know, you think of it, they've taken our money, we've rebuilt China. We have single-handedly, they've taken because of a lot of stupid politicians and stupid leaders. They take our money, they take our jobs, they take our manufacturing, and we owe them right now $1.4 trillion. So what? Think of that. They've taken everything, and we owe them money, and we owe them a lot of money, $1.4 trillion. So it is incredible, and it can be solved so easily. But Obama has no clue. He has no idea. I mean, he comes and they give steak dinners to these guys from China. And the guys from China going back home, they say, how dumb are they? What do you think of this Iran deal and friends Israel? Well, I think Israel's in deep trouble. I think something's going to have to be done. You know, one of the things about the deal, look, there's so many things about the deal, the 24 days. And you know, the 24 days doesn't start for a long time because you have to go through a whole process before the clock starts ticking, right? But even a thing like, and I think it's great to have a deal, but we should have doubled up the sanctions and made the kind of deal you have to have, all right? Not the kind of deal that they're doing. But one of the things that amazes me is the 4 prisoners. First of all, it should have been brought up at the beginning, not at the end. But the 4 prisoners, you say, fellas, we want those prisoners. Used to be 3, you know, now it's 4. In other words, this is the world's longest negotiation. This thing's been going on for years. But when it was 3, they should have said, before we begin, you don't want them, we do, it's good, it's going to make us all look good, let the prisoners go. So when they asked Gary why they didn't ask for the prisoners, Gary said he didn't want to complicate the negotiation. I mean, think of it, he didn't want to complicate it. His exact words, we didn't want to complicate it. Would you have said, you give us those prisoners now, period? Oh, I would have, okay. So day one, first of all, this is a negotiation that shouldn't have taken longer than a week. What they're doing is tapping. I do it all the time. It's a business. They're tapping us along, tap, tap. They're doing a lot of bad crap, Mark. I mean, they're doing bad things in there while we're being tapped along like a bunch of suckers.
My friends, that is absolutely right, absolutely correct. I'm headed to a commercial in a couple of minutes. I've posted this entire interview with Mark Levin, Donald Trump, on my Facebook page, Real Truth Radio. Go there, listen to it, share it, discuss it, talk about it, because Donald Trump is a guy who gives direct answers to direct questions. He's smart. He uses common sense. He uses logic. He's not speaking diplomatic speak. He's not speaking political speak. He says what's right, and he says it directly, and you can't help but respect that. Let's move on. Item from The Guardian. An assistant professor in the law department of the U.S. Military Academy at West Point has argued that legal scholars critical of the war on terrorism represent, quote, a treasonous fifth column that should be attacked as enemy combatants, unquote. My friends, leave it to the military to want to shut down legal discussion, legal discourse. Now, someone is trying to create an obstacle in the war on terror. Obviously, we need to go past that. We need to make it clear to everybody that he's wrong and that what he's doing is going to get innocent people killed. But silencing people in America, I'm not for that at all. Item from the Associated Press, Dateline Atlanta, Republican presidential hopeful Jeb Bush says the government again should have broad surveillance powers of Americans and that private technology firms should cooperate better with intelligence agencies to help combat, quote, evildoers, unquote. My friend, Jeb Bush is a knucklehead. Not only have I heard just about nothing intelligent from him, but he's part of the good old boy network, and he's got all the tens of millions of dollars rolling in, and a Jeb Bush presidency would be like the final nail in America's coffin. Item from MyWay.com, Miley Cyrus's various costumes for Sunday's MTV Video Music Awards were the most Okay, I'm going to stop because I want to talk about Miley Cyrus. I mean, I don't want to, but I'm going to have to. We'll take a break and we'll be back.
Great Plains Power has been providing reliable electrical power systems in the Rocky Mountain area since 1992. Our systems rely on the sun to help make you self-reliant for your power needs. Solar energy can be scaled to fit any situation, from complete power independence to backup power for the short term. Our expertise focuses on standalone power, but we have extensive experience with utility interactive systems as well. Custom tailored capabilities as modest as emergency lighting all the way to commercial scale power. Great Plains Power is a full service company. We service everything we sell. We provide and design turnkey packages, custom design system, and parts for do-it-yourself. With more than 20 years of specialized experience at your disposal, let us know what your power concerns or goals are. Reach us by phone or the internet. Call 303-239-9963. That's 303-239-9963. Or go to GreatPlainsSolar.com. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tom Phillips, founder of the Green Earth. How many times have you gone into a health food store and are confused as to the many different brands and prices on the same herbal supplements? You want to buy the cheapest, but you're afraid that quality is less, so you buy the most expensive. Truth is, the cheapest may be better. Green Earth herbal supplements are all manufactured in our Wheat Ridge, Colorado plant at 45 Street, using the highest quality herb that we source from all over the world. Our 150 different herbal supplements are the most potent and safest in America. Our guarantee is your money back, no time limit, just return the bottle empty or full, no questions asked. So when you come to our new location, look for our new name, Reduces Health, or call us at 888-765-HERB. That's 888-765-4372. Now this is the testimony of John when the Jews sent priests and Levites from Jerusalem to ask him, "Who are you?" He confessed and did not deny, but confessed, "I am not the Messiah." And they asked him, "What then? Are you Elijah?" He said, "I am not." "Are you the prophet?" And he answered, "No." The Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 19 through 21.
We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution
All right, guys, welcome back to Real Truth. Howard Riell reporting. Sheriff David Clark was Judge Jeanine Pirro's guest on Fox News. He says that this war on police was started by Barack Obama. He makes a compelling case. Let's listen.
With me now is Deputy County Sheriff David Clark.
Yeah, my friends, we could turn it over to the Obama Justice Department, but then nothing will get done. There's no justice. Item from myway.com. Back to Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus's various costumes for Sunday's MTV Video Music Awards were, for the most part, nearly naked. And then she took it a step farther and flashed her nipple during a costume change. As the camera panned backstage, Cyrus failed to cover up, and the broadcast quickly cut away to the crowd while she continued to talk. Then she said, "What's happening? Oh, sorry," unquote. My friends, Miley Cyrus is a train wreck. I would talk to her parents and find out what the hell happened. She is a disaster. And she is also very, very influential over today's kids. Rock stars always hold sway over youngsters, and it just grieves me no end to think that this piece of slime is what our kids are looking at. This is what they think is cool. And the fact that she was able to get away with showing part of her body on television, it's a sign of the times, and it's a sign of decay. Item from the Associated Press. Dateline Washington, shrinking glaciers, Arctic temperatures, and a mix of messy energy politics await President Barack Obama on his historic trip to Alaska. Even before he departed, Obama was making waves with the decision to rename Alaska's famed Mount McKinley, despite a backlash from Ohio politicians. Unquote. My friends, when the hell did the President of the United States get the authority to single-handedly, unilaterally do all the things that Obama's been doing, most recently renaming a mountain? Who says the president has that authority? And if he does have that authority, where is Congress to revoke that kind of abuse? Because that's exactly what it is. It is abuse of constitutional powers. Item. From truthandaction.org, an Iranian journalist has sought political asylum in Switzerland after having revealed that the United States is shilling for the Iranians in the ongoing nuclear negotiations. The U.S. negotiating team are mainly there to speak on Iran's behalf with other members of the 5+1 countries and convince them of a deal, stated Amir Hussein Matagi, unquote. Well, my friends, Amir Hussein Matagi appears to be speaking the truth. I'm not sure exactly whom America is representing. All I know is it ain't Americans. Item from WorldNet Daily, Dateline, Moscow National Security Agency whistleblower Ed Snowden has made a new controversial claim, saying that he possessed some classified information proving that Osama bin Laden is still alive. According to him, not only is bin Laden alive, but he's living a lavish lifestyle in the Bahamas thanks to regular payments from the CIA. We'll take a break. We will be back. All right, guys, we will be back on the radio, but you on Facebook would not be. I'm just about to jump. The video's coming to an end. If you watch this, I hope that you watch the entire thing. Share it. Share it with everybody you know online. Stick it everywhere you can. We got to get the word out. We got to get these issues talked about, because if we're not going to talk about them, no one will. I'll see you tomorrow. Hasta luego.